A thread by Carlos Osuita. Hat Tip Hero Classical, a thread from the thread reader by Wokel_distance on Twitter. Excellent find. Thank you, Carlos. The thread, which I did a video of, and you'll find it on this channel, is about Antifa's tactics, Antifa's infrastructure, and Antifa's supply chain. Long story short, these are not spontaneous protests at all. Carlos begins. None of this was actually working against President Trump because he's far more radical than they are. Trump is himself a revolutionary, but for the first time, a radical activist is benign. He's altruistic, which automatically means he has no brakes. The traditional radicals all fight for one thing: personal power. Trump, the radical revolutionary, fights for us. He's decreasing the power of the state. He's decreasing his own personal power legislatively. His power as a revolutionary comes from his brain. All other radicals read from rule books. Trump wrote all his own rules. He has no script. Give him the facts, and he sees what must be done. Trump's effectiveness comes from delegation, decentralization. Hire experts and let them do what they're good at. A black swan is a totally unexpected catastrophe. Trump overcame the two worst black swans in our history: the pandemic and the closing of the economy. The destructiveness of the pandemic came from its initially unknowable character. Everyone who immediately said it's no worse than the flu is a fool. Now they're crowing that they were right. A broken clock is right twice a day. You make enough knee-jerk claims, statistically you'll be right on occasion. The closing of the economy was imposed by Democratic governors. South Dakota chose not to close, came through fine. They have a population of 884,659. New York City has a population of 8.4 million. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. And yet, Trump chose to risk re-election for us. He defeated both black swans. It's because he's a radical. He instantly did what was necessary and simultaneously got together captains of industry to figure out what to do. Obama never listened. He simply gave orders. Trump mostly listens, and he makes requests. Antifa is no match for Trump. This is why they resorted to the suicidal tactic of death squads. They made their extermination imperative. We have 540 billionaires in the United States. How many do you know by name? Trump knows who's behind all this. Very rich, very stupid people who don't understand that they'll be the first ones swept away if the revolution is successful. They'll be killed and Antifa leaders will take their places. This is the goal of all revolutionaries: to live high on the hog and wield power. Trump said in 1984 that his lavish lifestyle was cute but meaningless. He found meaning by becoming an altruistic revolutionary. He'll do whatever it takes for us. And that means he's far more dangerous to our enemies than they are to us.